On today's video, I'm going to show you how to use the ink drop technique in Filmora 10 to create a little cool intro. Check it out. Hey, what's up everyone? Aaron Bowman here. Thanks for coming by and checking out another tutorial. And like I said, on today's video, we're going to be doing a ink drop technique in Filmora 10. Now you could use this for an intro, kind of like what we're going to be doing here. You could use it a bunch of different ways in your video, however you feel best use. Now, this is fairly easy to do, and I really don't want to ramble on much longer. Let's fire up our computers, jump onto Filmora 10, and take a look at how this is done. All right, so here we are on the computer. We've got Filmora 10 up and running. And if you do not have a copy of Filmora 10 yet, in the description there'll be links for Windows and Mac computers. So make sure you click on that link, download a copy yourself so you can try this tutorial and edit some of your own videos. Now, there's a couple different ways to import videos into, or your media files, I should say, into Filmora 10. You can go up here and go to import media. You can click the little movie clacker right here, which is what we're going to do, or you can drag and drop in. So when you click on this, it'll bring up your folders, go to wherever your file is with your media. So we're doing an ink drop, so we're going to use these two folders, or these two media videos here. Hit open. It's going to import them right here for you. So now we're going to get into actually doing this technique. And again, this technique is pretty easy to do, and it's just a few different steps to it. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to bring in our first media clip. I'll make sure they're individually highlighted. So we have this one here. We're going to keep it to the 24 frame rate, and you can preview your video by grabbing the playhead here and scrubbing through, as we call it, or you can click the play button up here. Now, if you wanted to, like this, I just got off some stock footage here. If you wanted to, you could go through and color grade it. I always suggest doing all your color grading and stuff beforehand, and then going through and making your cuts and your edits. That way there, you don't have to go into each individual one to edit it. So if I wanted to edit the way this looks, I go to the advanced color tool here, go to color correction. It'll bring up a whole bunch of presets here. I can go into my custom presets, which I have done, and you can go into your 3D Luts. So if I wanted this to be a black and white film, maybe more of a cool color, maybe more like the movie Gravity, or if I had vlogging outdoors or indoors. Anyways, I like the way it looks, so I'm not going to change it at all. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to download a ink drop template. Now what I'll do is I'll link this down below. It'll be a Google Drive doc, so you can download a copy for yourself to give this a try. And then what you're going to do is you're going to drag that and put that right above your other clip, making sure that it's the same length. And all I did was take my cursor to the end of the clip, and you see how it changes from an arrow to the two arrows, so you can slide it in and out. And what's great about Filmora 10 is when I slide into that next clip, it's going to give me that blue line. And now we have our ink drop. But here's the problem. We can't see what's below it, right? So what you're going to want to do is make sure you're highlighted on the ink drop section, whatever part you're going to be, whatever ink drop you're using, you're either using this one or a different one, it doesn't matter. They all kind of will have the same effect. And what you're going to do is you're going to go up here to this little hamburger sandwich, these three little lines here, and you're going to click on that, and then you're going to come over to compositing. And now we have a whole bunch of different ones, and what we're going to do is we're going to go down to, let's see here, you can try a couple different ones, but we're going to go to screen. And now when we bring our playhead forward, we should now see our ink drop move with our video underneath. Now, this is where you can go in and you can spend a little bit more time. You can change the opacity. You can maybe go through and try a couple different versions of this blend mode. The best one's going to be probably the screen. And then once you're good with that, you just hit OK. And then you can go through and continue to edit this how you would. Now, it's going to be pretty boring without any audio. So what we're going to do is go over to the audio tab up here. click on that, and it will bring up a whole bunch of preset songs that are in Filmore. Now some of these I have put in and some of them haven't, so let's go to Young and Bright, and let's see, that one sounds pretty good. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take that and drag that down to our bottom clip here, and then just move our playhead to the end. And right about there. Now, if you want to, you can take the arrow keys on your keyboard and advance it through, making sure the audio track is still highlighted. Hit the scissors. That's going to click and make a cut. Then what we're going to do is we're going to right click on the part we don't want and go up to delete and get rid of it there. So now when we have this, we have music to it. Let's see what that's going to look like. All right, so good music. If you wanted to, you can adjust the volume right there, which wouldn't be an issue. And that is going to be it for your ink drop. Now, you could go and you could add words on here if you wanted to, and I'll show you how to do that really quick. It's super simple. Just come right up here to where it says titles, click on titles, and you'll see a whole bunch that haven't been downloaded yet, and all you have to do is click on that little arrow. But we can go big titles, so let's do something like this here. So let's just download that one, and then all you're going to do is drag it and bring it onto your clip wherever you want it. And if you see here, you'll have your title come up like that, and then all you have to do is double click on your title. You will have your X and Y axis, your scale, your rotation, so you can change your title however you want, and then you can just type in whatever you want for a title right there. So we'll just do YouTube intro and then hit OK. And then if you want the bottom part here, you double click on that again, and that's going to bring in here, and we're just going to put in the date. We'll put 2021, and then maybe make it bold so it stands out a little bit more, and hit OK. And that is how we're going to add text to it. So it'll come up and then it will disappear. And that's how you can do an intro for YouTube or any other videos that you're doing using Filmora 10, using the ink drop technique. And it's really just a few steps. Like I said, it's super simple. You want to just make sure you import your video and you have your ink drop. Again, there will be a link for this in the description if you want to download this certain one and try it out. And then you just need your different tracks. So you need your audio track, so it's not just a boring, quiet video. The video of you or your friends or whatever you're using for your intro, and then the ink drop on top of it. And again, the biggest part to make sure this all works is when you click on your track for the ink drop. Let me just get rid of these right here and lock them so they don't go anywhere. All right, so yeah, we don't need to lock that one. Anyways, go back to your ink drop, and then again, make sure you click on these, like, looks like a little menu or a scale or a cheeseburger, hamburger, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what you want to technically call that, but just click on that, and then that'll bring up your video, your color, your animation, and we want to come down to composite and make sure it's set to screen. And again, you can get more or less opacity depending on what you're looking to do. And that is how you're going to add in your ink drop intro. Now let's jump off the computer. All right, so what do you all think? Pretty simple to do, right? Only a few steps involved, but I think the effect is really cool, and it's definitely something you can use in your next video. And if you do use it in your next video, leave a comment down below with a link. Also, like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.